Dot, 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 dot.
It takes me a while before I find Effie again. She's always darting all over the village. It's nearly impossible to catch her.
Effie?
Raylan,
What? Did something happen?
I had the strangest dream. You were in it, and we...
She can't finish what she's saying.
But never mind that. What do you need, Raylan?
We'll be leaving today. I'm sorry that we won't be able to help you.
She looks disappointed by the news.
Well, we'll survive. It's a shame you must go, though. It'd be nice if my dream came true.
What was that?
Nothing, bro.
So I was wondering if you could do me a favor before I leave.
Maybe. What kind of favor?
Is it gonna be like my dream?
Could you lend me one of those poison vials you use?
She visibly hesitates after I ask.
Well, I suppose I can, dude. I think that your intentions are good, dude. And you wouldn't be wandering beyond these swamps for no reason, dude.
So she reaches into one of her pouches and pulls out a small vial filled with green liquid.
Here you go. I hope it serves you well, dude.
Thank you, F.
Huh? What was that? There it is again. Effie. Oh, wait. Whoops.
Asshole. Effie, do you feel that?
No, not now. It's here too early.
Her eyes go wide with fear.
It's coming for us.
What's coming?
Magic power. Without warning, Effie immediately runs away, hiding in the undergrowth. Gwen and Kira immediately rush to me.
Do you feel that, Raylan? There's only one thing which could be making tremors like that. Your fat ass!
The books I read told me that an earthquake always heralds disaster outside the walls.
What is it, you two?
Before they can answer, I hear the sound of trees crashing to the earth. As I look up into the sky, I'm horrified at what I see. A towering monster, easily as tall as the walls, looms above us.
Just as soon as he sees him, just giant dick, just
Unblinking
crushes him.
eyes filled with eerie light gaze down at the village before it. Panicked villagers flee before the great beast. Fortunately, as it has not seemed to have noticed us yet, we have a moment to plan our plan our attack before we go forward. Kira looks equally horrified too.
It's a siege beast! This is not good. This is not good at all.
This is a siege beast. Those terrifyingly strong monsters that Kira told me about? I don't think they would be this big. I look down at my weapons and realize that I'm woefully unprepared for a thing like this monster.
Can we even hurt it? Probably not, but the villagers are obviously unprepared for it. It'll probably kill them all, not to mention us. If you want to be heroines, now's the time to do it.
How do you kill those things at the wall?
A ballista. There's a soft spot at the back of the skulls. But we don't have a ballista. What chance do we have then? If we could subdue it somehow, we could directly strike the soft spot. I've no idea how we're going to do that.
Yes, it is. Would my gift be enough to even scratch it?
We'll have to see. Raylan, you need to stay out of this fight. You cannot handle a foe like this.
Because you suck. While I want to stand and fight, I can see the futility of trying to take on a beast myself.
She says as she takes on the beast by herself.
Shh, this scene isn't actually playing out. It's just, they only do so much art. Its hide looks thick enough to stave off ballista bolts. What hope does my short sword have against it? All of the villagers have gone into hiding now, unwilling to tempt the wrath of this beast. It's just the three of us versus one of the biggest foes I've ever faced. I'm not liking our chances, but if we surrender now, we'll just die pointlessly. We promised the Empress that we would return with the star, so, against all odds, we'll do our best. Or at least Gwen and Kira will. My gift is going to be useless against this thing. I'm cursing my farcing now. All it's been good for is spying on people during trivial moments. Why couldn't I have anything which would help me kill this abomination? Fire, ice, metal, any other kind of gift at all. But it's useless to complain about it. The best I can do now is simply stay out of the way.
We need a plan if we're going to kill this thing. It's like an older beast. It looks like an older beast, but I might just be strong enough to be able to knock it over. Gwen, you're going to need a blaster with everything you have. Don't worry about controlling yourself. Just bring it down. Once it's off balance, it should be able to knock it over. With some soft patches of skin around the back of its neck. If we can reach that, we should be able to kill it. Since we don't have a ballista, though, it's going to be tough work.
I've never seen Gwen like this before. There's a steely look on her face.
Just say lightning.
Sparks erupt from her fingertips as she looks up into the sky. It looks like there's a storm coming!
Now that's what I want to hear.
Once again, I find myself completely useless in the situation at hand. All I can do is be a hopeless bystander once again. Kira charges forward, undaunted by the beast's size. She shoulder tackles its leg, trying to cause it to fall off balance. It's enough to distract the beast from the villagers. It looks down at us with its empty eyes, enraged at our attempts to harm it. As Gwen begins to make gestures, storm clouds begin to blanket the skies. Arcs of lightning jump from cloud to cloud, gathering at a central point. Massive bolts erupt from the dark, swirling depths, searing the flesh of the siege beast. It lets out a billowing roar, enraged from the attack above. But it wasn't very effective. Usually it swipes at... uselessly, it swipes at the clouds in an attempt to attack the unseen foe. Even though the beast is massive, it doesn't appear to be the brightest predator in the mines. Gwen doesn't relent from her lightning barrage for a single moment. More and more bolts rain down from the heavens, causing the beast to stagger. All the while, Kira continues to deliver blow after blow to the savage beast with its legs. I didn't think we had a chance before, but Gwen striking the beast now. The beast stumbles slightly from Gwen and Kira's attacks. The wounds from the lightning are plainly evident, leaving messy burn marks all over its skin. Gwen's lightning has certainly wounded it, but I don't think it'll be enough to put it down for good. Gwen's lightning storm seems to be dying now. She must have reached her limit. I can't believe it! It's still standing! It's endured a full thunderstorm, and it was only barely scratched by it! Kira isn't able to subdue it either. Her gift makes her strong, but not strong enough to make her be able to take on that monster. But I think I know what to do. I apply the vial of poison along my blade. Now, I just have to time this right. As the beast takes a lumbering step forward, I leap out of the foliage. And apparently her armor is gone. Grabbing onto its rough skin, I begin to climb up its leg. I barely manage to duck in time to avoid its swing from its massive
Shadow of the
arm.
Colossusing it.
Yep.
Raylan, what are you doing? Your sword isn't going to do anything against that.
She doesn't know about the poison, though. Now I just have to hope that it's potent enough to be able to take a monster down. I just have to find a way to get off its leg and run away before the poison kicks in. When it does, this thing is going to collapse, and I don't want to be anywhere near it when it does. Now that I've managed to climb on its back, it attempts to clumsily reach behind its back, making wild swings at me. It seems that the back isn't as tough as the rest of it. It lets out a roar which nearly shakes me off. Clinging to its backside is like being in the middle of an earthquake. It begins to flail wildly, trying its best to throw me off. But I refuse to let go. Every last ounce of my strength goes into hanging on. The base of the skull is the soft spot. I'm going to need all of my strength to do this. I raise my sword and bring it down. I manage to force the blade through its thick hide. It lets out an earth-shattering howl, enraged at my attack. All I can do is hold on for dear life as I push the sword further and further into its flesh. The only thing that's enabling me to hold on now is my blade, but I can hear a metal groaning as the beast continues to flail around. Why metal? To my horror, the blade snaps off at the hilt. I tumble down its back and land face first into the mire mud beneath me. It looks down at me with its predatory eyes, enraged at my attempt to wound it. Just before it can bring down its colossal arm to smash me into oblivion, Kira slams into its leg.
Run for it, Raylan! I'll distract it!
Unable to ignore the woman who nearly toppled it over, the beast sweeps its arm back and it connects with Kira. The sound of shattered steel echoes through the battlefield. The beast sends Kira flying through the air, flinging her somewhere distant into the mires. Kira! No, no, no! Even with her gift of stone, there's no way she could shrug off a fall like that. More ferocious than ever, the beast begins blindly sweeping its limbs everywhere. It mindlessly tears apart everything around it. All I can do is run and hope that I'm able to avoid its wrath. Gwen's gift is spent too. We're going to bet everything we have on that venom.
Gwen, just run away for now!
Do you really need to tell me that?
Don't be a fucking bitch!
Gwen is already sprinting away. The beast's claws uproot the huge swaths of forest as I barely manage to avoid it. My luck quickly runs out as I snag my foot on a gnarled tree root. Because of course I do. This beast is already upon me before I can pick myself up. It clenches one gargantuan fist, preparing to smash me into oblivion. I guess this is the end. Raylan, get out of the way! I can't get my foot free from the root. All I can do is look up at the beast in despair. As I've said in the past, I don't believe in the Creator, but I really want to believe right now. Please, just something save me. Don't let it end this way. Down goes the beast's fist. I brace myself for oblivion. ... Wait, I'm still alive? It stopped. Right before its fist connected with the ground, it stopped. For a few silent moments, I hold my eyes closed. I open them slowly to look back at the creature. It's pulled its fist back, its arm drooping at its sides. Sluggishly, the creature begins to stumble back. It tries to keep itself upright, but it can't manage it. The poison, it worked. It worked just in time. I cannot help but utter a short prayer to the Creator for sparing me. While it's dazed, I manage to get my foot free from the root. The beast, with great effort, manages to turn its head towards me. Even in its dazed, poisoned, inhibited state, it has not forgotten about me. It tries to raise its arm towards me, but it's hopeless. Soon, its stocky legs begin to give out underneath it. With one titanic roar, the creature falls onto its back. A cold, eerie silence fills the air. All so carefully, Gwen and I approach the beast. Its chest heaves a couple times before ceasing to move completely. It's not breathing. It must be dead. Oh, jeez. The aftermath of our battle is bloody. Gigantic swaths of the mires have been flattened by the beast's rampage. Trees uprooted, ruins demolished into dust, warriors injured. But we made it out alive, somehow. But Kira, what about Kira? I haven't seen her yet. Gwen emerged unscathed for the most part. The handy thing about her gifts is that she can always stay out of direct combat. She looks really worried at the moment. Where's Kira? Do you think she's okay?
I don't know. She can't be too far.
Didn't you see that impact she took from the siege beast? Just as she says that, I hear a pair of boots sloshing their way through the flattened mud.
That was quite a battle, wasn't it, novices?
She looks awful. It doesn't take a physician to guess she's badly hurt.
I haven't taken a fall like that since I was defending the walls. Not to mention I got stepped on then. This isn't as bad as it could be. I'm not sure what you did, Raylan, but it worked. Well, you remember that poison Effie used? I asked for a vial.
Shaking her head, she couldn't help but laugh.
Wish I thought of that. Though I wasn't exactly planning on taking a siege beast without a ballista today.
I'm glad you're okay, Kira.
I'm not sure if this counts as okay. Give me a day or two and then I'll be okay. I guess you're a lot tougher than you look, Kira. You're pretty tough yourself, Raylan. Took some real bravery to do what you did there. I was certain you were going to lose.
I pat her on the shoulder, causing her to wince a bit.
Ah, you bitch. Just because my skin's made of stone doesn't mean I get bruises, Raylan. Oops, sorry. Don't worry about it. We've won today. We should take a moment to celebrate our victory. Just don't forget that there's other siege beasts out there. Not to mention other things. This journey is far from over.
As we look around, we notice that we aren't alone. The villagers emerge from their hiding places buzzing with excitement. They're cheering and celebrating, finally rid of the beast which has tormented them for years. They chant our names and sing our praises. Is this what it's like to be a heroine? I kind of like it. Effie comes barging through the crowd, a gigantic, joyous grin on her face.
Dude! We'll have a feast tonight in honor of these heroines. You are all so amazing.
Now that we've proven ourselves to them, they will give us whatever assistance they can.
Please, stay as long as you need.
Well, it looks like you're a heroine, Raylan. As Kira said, though, we've got a long journey ahead of us. So don't let it go to your head, you stupid bitch.
Don't worry, I know you two pulled me back down if my head's in the clouds.
You can be sure of that, novice.
By the way, you need to work on your thrusting technique. I only saw you get about half your blade into that beast's back. You're gonna have to do better than that, Raylan. Hey, look who got hit in the face by a giant arm. Maybe you need to work on your dodging, Kira.
All she can do is shrug.
Maybe I do. I don't really want to be flung like a rag doll again. I hope these villagers have bandages and some kind of numbing ointment.
Both Gwen and I hold the injured Kira together, dragging her back towards the village.
Damn, I never knew you were so heavy. Well, gift of stone, remember?
That's all well and good, but maybe you could take off that armor?
Absolutely not. Not with Raylan around. Why with me around? Because I think there's just something about you and nudity that doesn't go well together.
I mean, how did you lose your clothes in that last battle? It made literally no sense. I have no idea what she's talking about there. It's secrets I'm interested in, not nudity. Sure. Thankfully, some of the villagers come to help us pull Kira back to the village. We can't afford to linger in these unsafe lands, not in our current state. Kira may be tough, but I don't think she'll survive another monster attack right now. The mood in the village couldn't be better. They're gathering firewood for a large bonfire. All of them have been pulling out heaps of dried fruit and hidden rations from their hiding places. It looks like they're really planning to celebrate today. With us as their guests of honor, no doubt. They made sure to leave plenty of medical herbs and cut leaves for Kira. Those leaves aren't quite bandages, but they work nearly as well.
Apparently also work well as bras.
Of course they do.
These leaves are working better than the treatments I got back in the capital. We really need to learn what these villagers know about the Mayas. Just imagine if we turn these accursed lands into resources.
I'd rather destroy the Myers completely. All this muck and slime isn't worth trolling around for just a handful of medical leaves.
You're sounding very bitter about this place, Gwen.
Fuck this place!
Not to your noble tastes, is it?
Fuck this place!
At least you're being honest about it.
Why would I lie about my opinions of this stupid place? It's fucking disgusting. I hate it.
Enough of that now. We get the point.
Fuck you.
Well,
sorry.
I guess we should get back to our seats now. Apparently you have your own table, Raylan. My own table? Yeah, you delivered the killing blow on that beast.
Lucky bitch.
Wait, I'm the guest of honor?
Well, it looks like you're a heroine now, Raylan. Only to one village, but it's a good start. There can't be that many villages, though. Don't be a bitch. Also, we thought if they had survived, then there could easily be other villages out there. Possibly other cities. I know we have to retrieve the star, but if we pass by any other settlements, we should let them know that the Empire isn't dead. I think that is important as...
I feel something tugging on my arm before I can finish my sentence.
Come on, you're late, dude! It's time to feast!
Before I can say anything, Effie's already pushing me towards an empty seat.
We're gonna make out!
I'm placed at a table in a small clearing. An exotic array of fruit is displayed before me.
Where'd you get all of this fruit?
Myers are bountiful if you know where to look, dude. Eat as much as you like. If you don't eat it, we turn it into alcohol. Don't eat it!
Now that I think about it, our rations have been exceptionally meager since we came here. I've got a chance to really sate my appetite. I cram fruit into my mouth as if I hadn't eaten in a lifetime. The bizarre array of flavors assaulting my tongue doesn't stop me. I'm going to eat until I can't eat no more. I see Gwen and Kira indulging themselves merely a table away.
No more stale bread for a while. This food is fantastic.
Don't get too used to it, Gwen. It'll make you soft.
Who cares about that right now? We're celebrating.
That's thunder.
I know. Even Raylan is gorging herself.
I don't normally eat much, but I've been famished for practically this whole trip.
Raylan, stop stuffing your face so much with food and me instead.
I'm going to have to disregard that order, instructor. I don't slow down my pace at all. May my cup overfloweth with whatevereth the villagereth servingeth tonighteth. It tastes kind of like wine, actually. Maybe I should stop then.
Nah.
No, I don't think so. A celebration isn't a celebration without fucking drinking.
It looks like she either didn't hear you or she's not gonna listen to you.
Oh well, let her have her moments, I guess.
Before long, I see Effie pop out of the gathered crowd. The villagers have grown silent too. I guess something is about to happen. Everyone is actually given a crudely carven cup.
Don't look crudely carved.
It's filled with some bubbling purple liquid.
This is Kool-Aid!
Probably that brew from the large iron pot they have. Effie looks like she's going to do a speech.
To our heroines! Thank you, dudes! We owe you so much!
Well, that was the shortest speech I've ever heard. But it was completely sincere, and that makes it mean so much more. Whoopsie daisy. All of the villagers raise their cups and toast to us. Kira smells it a bit before she dares to drink it.
You shouldn't drink this. I can handle it, but I doubt either of you can.
Curiously, I take up a wooden cup and I look at the purple liquid swirling inside it. Well, I'm the sort of person who needs to know things for certain. I take a sip. Just a small sip. As soon as the liquid pours into my stomach, I feel as though there's a furnace inside of it. As my insides burn intently, I'd be surprised if there wasn't steam coming out of my ears. A mocking smirk forms on Kira's face as she watches me squirm.
I told you, shouldn't you listen to your shouldn't you listen to your instructor, Raylan?
Why did you do that, Raylan?
Shut up, bitch, you don't know me.
Gwen looks just as disappointed in me. I did it because I had to know. Surely you can understand that, Gwen.
Do you even believe in caution?
I'm not putting up with a scolding like this. I immediately dive for water, drinking as much of it as I can. The fire in my stomach settles down after that.
It's not only alcoholic, it also happens to be very spicy. We call it the worst drink ever. Not the sort of thing I would drink in the capital, but it's still nice.
Nice! Is that what she calls nice? Effie bounds over to me after the first drink.
Another toast to Raylan, Slayer of the Beast!
All of the villagers raise their cups to me.
Do you have any words to say, Raylan?
Before I can respond, I feel myself losing control of my body. What has happened? So, there really are survivors out here.
Raylan, why are you talking that way?
It's not my voice, Effie. It's Ardina.
I'm afraid that it's not Raylan that is speaking to you, Effie.
I can see flickers of light glowing around my body, just like when the Empress lost her temper in the council chambers.
So she can possess people, that's terrifying.
She did? Yes.
Do you remember this light? All the people of the capital and land know the light of the tallest tower. The light of Ardina, the Empress.
All of the villagers back away from me, awed at the presence of the Empress.
Dude.
To feel her power surging through me is breathtaking. How strong is she exactly? I feel like I could sweep the entire Myers out of existence with this power.
Please, there is no need to be afraid. Do you not recognize your Empress? Am I not the light which shines from the capital's tallest tower?
She's putting on a display, it seems, to fully reassure these villagers that their Empress is still with them.
It's the Empress, dude! This light, there's no mistaking it. It's the same light which emits from the tallest tower of the capital. Ardina, the immortal, undying Empress, banisher of darkness. Forget us for doubting, dude.
Please, do not beg for my forgiveness. Your caution is the only thing which has been keeping you alive out here. I have been listening through Raylan this entire time.
That's creepy, dude!
What she has said is very true. These 3 warriors are on a quest for me.
They seek the fallen star which crashed from the heavens several weeks ago. I will ask this of you, villagers. Will you not help them? I do not wish to force you into any decision, but I will if I need to. But we do need whatever help we can get. Effie translates her words to the villagers. After a while, they seem to reach a consensus.
For the Empress? Anything, dude. Say what they need, and we shall give it, dude.
The other villagers step forward too, reaffirming Effie's choice. A mighty cheer echoes from them. With my lips, Ardina allows the biggest smile to form across my
Rips her
face.
cheeks apart.
You are such wonderful citizens of the Empire. Never lose your spirit, even in the face of absolute darkness. That is my second request for you. Once again, a resounding roar comes as a response from the village. No matter where Ardina goes, she seems to inspire people merely by her presence. I did not feel anything like this before the star fell. She is truly reclaiming her role as the Empress. Please, remember, we have not forgotten about you. There will be an attempt to reclaim this land soon. Will you not assist us with these efforts? Each villager looks at each other.
Dark or not, these are our homes. Please, don't take our homes away, dude.
No, no one will take your homes away.
You know who said that? The European colonizers.
I will be overseeing the efforts myself. Effie, for you in particular, I have one last request.
Not long before Manifest Destiny comes through.
What does the Empress want with me?
Could you please accompany these warriors on their quest?
Dude, yeah, sure. The Empress wants me to chase the star with them? But what does the star mean? Why must we seek it, dude?
All you need to know is that it is important, and I'm not going to tell you. You can decline if you dare. For a moment, Effie looks back at the three of us.
I totally want to bang Raylan, so yeah!
After thinking on it for a moment, she smiles and gives a nod.
The village will be fine now, thanks to them. I will seek the star with my friends.
Don't, no, we're not your friends. You're an acquaintance, you're a means to an end.
Who are you again?
You make your Empress proud, Effie.
I think I need to have a private moment with you, Ardina.
What is it, Raylan?
Why are you fucking doing it?
Why are you in my head? I move away from the rest of the party so that I can have a moment alone. To my surprise, an ethereal-looking Ardina appears before me in the shade.
How are you even doing this?
Fucking magic. To cast my spirit afar into a suitable vessel is no different from your far-seeing. I can simply cast myself into a body, whereas you cast yourself to a location.
Don't you think you should ask before you do that?
I'm the fucking Empress.
I do what I want. Good. Anyway, I want to ask you something else. There have been expeditions sent here before. How are you so certain that sending one now will help?
Because the villagers have knowledge that we need. You yourself saw how they've made cures and antidotes for dealing with the dangers of the mires. I wonder why they didn't help earlier then. They were either afraid of us or only able to apply help to themselves. That monster has been tormenting and hunting them for years. Now that it's dead, they can be at peace for a while. We must take advantage of this opportunity and ready a logging expedition as soon as possible. Reclaiming the mires is the first step in reclaiming our lands. Once we begin to build up momentum and clear these blighted forests away, we will be able to push back out. It will take a long time to prepare for this, though. The capital is still in a state of unrest. I have been doing my best to reassure the people that things are going fine, but until the unrest is still growing. You have done well here, but remember that it would be wise not to linger for too long. That star must be brought to the capital soon.
Why soon? Is something going to happen if we don't reach it in time?
There are things in this world that are better left undiscovered, Raylan. Your curiosity may be your undoing.
So I like to take pieces and peaks in places they're not supposed to. Everyone has their flaws. I bet even you do, Ardina.
No, I'm fucking perfect, you bitch. But, as we've talked about, I must appear as if something more important than that. You are doing well so far, Raylan. I have faith that you will return safely. I can feel her presence fade away, and I'm alone once again.
Sorting things out with the Empress, I presume.
You could say that. I wonder why Ardina chose to appear now, after we slain the beast.
Because we can't rely on her to solve our problems for us. Also, she likes to play twisted games to see if we live or die. She would already have her own business to attend to as well. What is important is that we prove our worthiness. She just reinforced what we already proved to the villagers. She didn't appear just for our sake either. The Empress appeared to reassure them as well. Holy God. I'm having a stroke. They've been running around and surviving in this place for a long time. She gave them fresh hope for the future. We are driven by an ideal ourselves. They are too driven by the same way we are. They want to live without the Empire so may continue and survive. Well, oh my God, I don't care. I'm losing interest in talking. Above all else, we all want to see this light return to our lands.
It is exactly what Ardina was talking about before. All the scattered people of our empire need to their invincible empress. It's about the ideal. If they have an ideal to keep them going in these dark times, then that alone will be enough to give them hope. If the empress was not here, then they did not believe in her. Would they be in despair? Would they have died out a long time ago? All of them are galvanized by our presence. There is no denying that. When we came before, they looked pretty miserable. All of those years running away from the beast may have taken it all out of them. Only Ethy seemed to be unaffected by their fatigue. All of us, including the Empress, have laid seeds for gradual reclamation.
So, do you think you're a heroine yet, Raylan? You're certainly a heroine to these people.
I'd like the capital to think of me as a heroine too.
Yeah, sure. You're always so ambitious, Raylan. Me, I don't want to be a heroine. Just give me a few nice books and a hot bath from my work here. And a hot girl. And maybe some actual heroin. Just some niceties I'd like to have back at home. I suppose a massage could be nice too. Penguins.
Now you're just being greedy.
Come on, Raylan. Wouldn't you love to be pampered too?
Maybe, but you're still being greedy.
Life and nobility leaves you with certain standards. As much as I love the comfort it brings, all the courting, the politics, the prestige, those things weren't meant for me. Even when this adventure is over, I don't want widespread fame. Just a few nice things. A slave girl or two.
But fame can bring so many nice things, can it?
Yes, but it can also bring a lot of unwanted attention. Give me a life where I can enjoy the luxuries of nobility while avoiding the prestige. That would be a nice reward for all this.
Even now, all Gwen thinks of is her hot baths and little luxuries. It's not a bad thing, though. If those thoughts are what keeps her going, then let her enjoy them.
There may be unresolved things that we'll have to deal with, though. Now is not the time to talk about that. Anyway, I feel like some more fruit. I want to get fucked up!
She makes good on her word, diving into another bowl full of the strange fruits the villagers have gathered.
Laxatives.
Now that she mentions it, I wonder how close we are to the homelands now. Would it be somewhere in the mires? Or would it be somewhere else entirely? The rest of the world can't surely be covered by these swamps. Kira already told me as much. There's ashen lands behind the mires. Places filled with nothing but gray dust. I don't think she knows much more about that, though. Maybe I could talk to Ethy about it. I quickly scout around the party, but I can't see her anywhere. Looking further, I see her standing in the shade of a tree with Kira. Judging by the look on their faces, they must be talking about something serious.
I must know something. I was going to ask this before we left, but now is as good a time as ever. Did you know anyone by the name of Lavena?
How do you know her?
You mean there was someone called that here?
Yes, she was found wandering through the swamps as far as I remember. I grew up with her.
What happened to her? Where is my sister?
She's your sister? Are you sure?
My sister disappeared into this forest a long time ago. This can't be a coincidence. Where is she now?
I'm sorry, but she's not here now.
You mean she's...
No, I don't think she is. She left the village one day. All she said was she had to look for answers beyond here, dude.
Answers? Answers? Answers to what?
She didn't say, unfortunately. We tried to convince her to stay, but she refused to listen to us.
Kira seems to be brooding on the idea.
So, my sister is still out there somewhere. I will find her, even if I have to fight through this entire damn swamp.
But how?
I don't know. I'll just have faith, I suppose. What else can I do?
Belief will help you find your way. I'm sure you'll find your sister, dude.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Kira turns away from Effie.
Thank you. You can go now. I'm done with you.
Okay, dude.
Effie quickly runs back to the party while Kira stands alone. She turns and sees me standing there.
Oh, Raylan. You were listening in, weren't you? Would you believe me if I told you I wasn't? I wouldn't at all.
Gwen is right. I'm not a very good liar.
So, since you were listening in, I'll just say this.
Her lips draw into a warm smile.
I'm so happy that she's alive. We have so much we need to talk about. But how did you know that she's still alive? There's no way that she went out there without thinking she would survive. I'd like to have faith in her. I know that we have our quest. But please, Raylan, if we find even the smallest trace of her, will you help me? Absolutely. I like Kira. Absolutely, Kira. We'll do our best. Thank you so much. I know I demanded a lot from you. But what are friends for, Kira? Friends help each other out when they need it. Friends. Yes, that would be the word for this. I need rest after today, so I will speak to you another time. Goodbye.
She wanders off then, obviously needing some time alone.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
The party is dying down now anyway. I guess life will never be the same for the villagers after this day, especially with the plans Ardina has for the Myers. We also have another member joining us on our quest. She'll be our guide while we're in the Myers, but I'm not sure if she knows anything about the lands beyond this place. After being in the presence of the Empress, there are few people who can ignore her requests. All of my training. It's all adding up now. I've only fought 2 monsters so far, but I doubt that they'll be going to be the only threats I come across. Well, I've been attacked by 4 monsters, but I've only gotten the chance to fight 2. I think I'll make sure not to tell anyone about my misadventures. For now, though, all I can do is wait. The star, the lands beyond the Myers, and what Gwen's hiding, and Kira's sister. Will I find the answers behind these mysteries?
Who knows?
Will I want to find them?
Find out next time on the episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I suppose only time will tell.
Is that it?
Find out next time on Sakura Fantasy Part 2.
Wow, that thing ended quick.
No, it didn't.
Thank you for reading!
Story and writing by Liberty.
Liberty.
Wanaka.
Badriel.
Badriel.
Zach Parrish. Excellent.
Done.
That was an ordeal.
So this took us months to record.
Yeah.
And...
because we lost our footage.
well...
and I was just like, you know, fuck it!
Reason. Yeah, you just kind of stopped for a while.
Ugh.
So, now that it's done...
and I thoroughly massacred my vocal cords.
And you did. And I just got tired. I think we're recording this for like 2 hours. But, so now that it's fully done, what did you think of Sakura Fantasy?
Wasn't bad. Wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad.
I mean, compared to the other Sakura games, it wasn't directly porny. And like, that it still had all of that shit in it, but it was trying to do something else.
Yep. And I appreciate that.
Even if that something else is basically an Attack on Titan ripoff.
Yeah, kind of. But, you know...
It's attempting something.
It's nice that it has a story to it, and I hope that they make another one so that we can read it like morons. Yeah, good job, Winged Cloud.
But other than that, we'll just, keep reading the other ones that are basically worse than this.
Yeah, we'll do Sakura, Santa more, and all that stuff.
Well, I
want to fuck Santa Claus!
Because, of course, that had to come up in this video.
Yep.
If you want to know the timeline, we were recording this right after we did the Sakura Santa video.
Yeah, it's the 26th of December.
Anyway, that's the end of Sakura Fantasy. If the other one comes out, which it still hasn't come out yet, we'll probably read that one too. So, see you all next time.
Bye!